Moro shamwari makadi komurise. Jiri kufamba se. Ndowimba kuti jiri kufamba żakanaka czaiżo. Witajcie przyjaciele na całym świecie. Mam nadzieję, że u was wszystko dobrze i hello all of my friends all around the world. I hope that all is well. We have announced the upcoming release of the movie NZARA Hunger, which is based on it's an epic poem about the time that the Roji Empire in Great Zimbabwe tried to steal the moon out of the sky. But the moon is a woman and she wants to come down her own way. So we are very excited about this movie. We are very excited to bring this movie as a opportunity for all of us as humanity to pray together. And throughout the process of making this movie now, we are in the process. We're going to be recording our actors in Zimbabwe. We have Zimbabwean actors who are in Poland. We're going to be recording the music, of course, and we have our amazing animators. And we will be publishing things as they come up, as they go along. And we are very grateful for Pro Helvetia Johannesburg for the opportunity that they are giving us to bring this creation, this poem, this ceremony, this story to the world. And today I was thinking about prayer because recently I had the great honor of listening to a talk given by Professor Chris Abani, who is a Nigerian and American author. And he told a story that comes from the area of around his village. I wasn't sure if it was his village or if it was around that area, that there were Islamist militants who were coming through that whole area, and they were killing all of the non-believers. They were killing all of the kafirs, and they came to this village. And the imam in this village, he was a short man, and he invited all of the people in the village to come to the mosque, and he set them up in these circles where everyone, the Christians, the Muslims, and the traditionalists, they were all in these circles around the mosque that was facing Mecca, and he told them all to pray. And then when the militia arrived, ready to kill everyone who didn't believe as they believe, who didn't pray as they pray, then this imam said, not here. He stood between this militia and the praying people, and he said, not in the name of our God. We are all human. We are all praying. And he said a lot of other things. Of course, Chris Abani tells the story absolutely beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. And what this story really reminded me of was the opening of NZARA, the story, the play, the movie, which starts at Great Zimbabwe. And it begins with people praying. All people, traditionalists and Christians and Jews and Muslims, and they're all coming to this place, even people who don't believe. They all come to this sacred place in the human act of humbling ourselves in front of the big spirit, of attempting again and again and again to truly open our hearts to big love, to big wisdom, to big beauty, to honest vulnerability. And they are told by the security guards there, stop, it's not allowed. Stop, it's not allowed. Stop, it's not allowed. We don't know what these people are praying for. They come here to Great Zimbabwe, they do their rituals. We must stop the spirits of these people who come here to pray. And this is, of course, a real experience. If you go to Great Zimbabwe and you try to pray, they will tell you this is not a place for prayer. If you go to the pyramids in Egypt, they will tell you the same thing. This is not a place for prayer. If you go to the temples in Greece, they tell you this is not a place to pray. If you go to the river, even in my own city here in Warsaw, in Poland, and you pray, people look at you funny. This is not a place to pray. You can drink, you can get very high, you can ask stupid questions, you can learn useless facts. All of these things are understandable. It is understandable to want to be a politician and want to lie to people. It is understandable to pretend in every aspect of your life. But when people start praying, our civilization gets uncomfortable. We know the power of it. But there's another part of it, which is that every, you could say, faction of people has their way of saying there's a right way to pray and there is a way of praying that is wrong. And in fact, in my own journey, because I've been learning in a lot of cultures throughout also my healing journey and so on, I wrote 2 books. You can read probably one of them because one of them is in English, the other in Polish, about that. And everywhere people will tell you, they will say, okay, yeah, this is the right way to pray, this is the wrong way to pray. And I want to say, if I am, for what it's worth, and I'm just human also, but for what it's worth, there is no wrong way to pray. And the other thing I want to say, for what it's worth, let the people pray. Let the people pray their own way. Let the people pray. Let the people pray their own way. Let them open their hearts their own way. Let them go to where they need to go to say their prayers. It doesn't matter what country it is in. To pray is the most holy thing, the most sacred act. Respect it, honor it, find it in yourself. I come from a country, I come from Poland, where praying on the one hand is normal because it's a very Catholic country, and Polish people, they have it in their memory, in their blood, this prayer, fasting, vigil, the discipline of the prayer. And on the other hand, because the Catholic Church has so dominated my country, people have forgotten that there are other ways of praying. And so we have a lot of people who say, well, we don't know what prayer is. We don't know how to pray. And that makes me very sad, because everything is a prayer. Every step of opening your heart is a prayer. It's not right or wrong or anything else. We are all making do the best that we can with where we are at. And we need the prayers. We need the honest and beautiful prayers. They are never wasted. I can say that. I have lived and seen a lot of sad things. And one of my intentions for NZARA is that the sadness be lesser now for all people. That the people may laugh more than they cry. That is what NZARA also aims to bring to the world. And with all of that being said, and thank you so much for your ear and the ear of your heart. With all of that being said, and with all of my gratitude, and with all of my broken and messed up humanness, here is my prayer for you tonight. I am bringing a mbira for this prayer. mwanangu, życia pera, mwanangu, 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 Ucisz serce Twe, dziecię me, dziecię me, dziecię me. Ucisz serce Twe. Cicho szacy, kto tam śpiewam, kto tam śpiewam w sercu mym, w sercu mym, w sercu mym. O, mwanangu, mwanangu, usacie me, mwanangu. Dinotenda, Czaiżo. Dziękuję Wam. Dobranoc. Murare Żakanaka.